Hello and welcome to the Eternal Connection Show. My name is Daniel Feit, and I will be your host for the next 14 minutes or so. I like to do 15-minute segments and just keep it short and sweet. So here we go with today's topic. This is the first show that I've done for 2017, and so it's going to be called Fresh Starts and Sabotage. Basically because there's been a lot that's happened to me since the last time I recorded and broadcasted an episode of Eternal Connection. If you don't know what this show is about, it's kind of life philosophy, just my thoughts and views on what goes on in a human's brain and how people interact with life and thoughts and emotions and different situations that are common for all people. But what I wanted to talk about today is let's start with the idea of fresh starts. Basically, it's well known that at the beginning of the year, everybody thinks that it's a fresh start, where technically, it's not really, but they change the number of the year, so everybody sort of gets this nostalgia built up, and you have all these expectations built up culturally in society, and so we're all a part of that. So basically, it makes sense that we feel that it's a time to improve on the day-to-day life and things that we want to accomplish. I really got thrown for a loop and a tailspin for the first week of 2017. I set up a whole lot of goals and basically felt like since they weren't happening now and they were in the future and they were something external to who I am, I had a lot of resistance that, well, maybe I'm not good enough, or maybe what I'm doing is needs to be improved on because who I am isn't what I'm supposed to be, and that supposed to word, So anyway, so the name of this title of the show is called Fresh Starts and Sabotage, because then later I decided to sabotage a lot of the things online, like my website. I deleted the entire coding of the website pages that I did. Right now it's still in recovery. I have to redesign the site. I don't know where I stand with the work that I'm in, but sometimes I just sabotage my efforts, and I have to realize that it's not about me or my feelings, but what could be helpful by my philosophical and or esoteric expression that may help people. So that's kind of one of the things I want to shift a little bit. And I found that I also was going to delete my Facebook page, but through a series of events I decided to keep with it. I have stopped almost all of my distribution of paperback books. I haven't really sold any anyway, but and my audios for Eternal Connection on iTunes. This radio program, the Eternal Connection Show, is free, and I found a book over the holidays called The Game of Life and How to Play It, and it was listed under public domain, which I thought was really cool. So I think I want a lot of my stuff to be public domain, and since we're living in the information age where everybody has almost everybody, some people, have a tablet or a phone or a computer, I want to make my ebooks available for free. And that way it'll, I don't know, it won't give the option of the paperback, but at the same time I think that's the way I want to go about it. As well as there's free MP3s, or there used to be free MP3 audio downloads on my site. They're still up on my public cloud storage, but it's going to take a little while for me to revamp the site and get all these links up again. So I ask you to please be patient, but I will get that in order at some point. Yeah, I'm sorry if I dropped the ball a little bit, but hey, it's like happens sometimes. And anyway, so let's talk about Fresh Start and Sabotage. Um, I have another maybe 8 minutes to record this show and then upload it and broadcast it tonight. It's January 10th, 2017. Um, yeah, for a minute there I thought it was 2007. Wow. Okay. So, I'm going to take a deep breath and I'm going to just say the first thing that comes to mind for the next 7 minutes, which is pure entertainment for myself. I don't know if you're going to want to listen to it or not, but hey, I think that just blurting out words and trying to decipher the absurd is kind of fun, but of course I don't want something that rhymes with run or none, because there is none that rhymes with words that are weird, because now the space is cleared. So I'm just going to go with this stream of consciousness and hope that I don't know why I'm doing this. I think it might be the reason of wanting to express and do it in a way that says, you know what, this is me and I don't care what you think. Of course I do care what you think, but it's kind of the idea that I'm going to be okay and I'm good enough and I am worthy of all good things in life, regardless of what others may say or do or think. Because ultimately, no matter where I go, there I am. And I do believe I'm a soul having a human experience. And I do believe that me having eternal life, and no matter where I go, there I am, I might as well enjoy the time of me being who I am and saying whatever I want on a 14, 15-minute radio show on one day of my physical formed life. So, let's see, going back, I'll just say the title of the show. It's called The Eternal Connection Show is like the official title of the podcast on blogtalkradio.com. Thank you, blogtalkradio.com. I appreciate you supporting my efforts and making my podcast available free on iTunes. Thank you. So, going back to the topic, today's topic, which is fresh starts and sabotage. Could we sabotage fresh starts? Is that something healthy to do? It doesn't matter. We do what we do. It is what it is, and what is, and what's not, is not. So, therefore, don't overthink this. I'm not even overthinking this. I'm just letting the words flow out of my mouth because that's just what I want to do right now. And hopefully you can get the message that I'm trying to send between these words, and don't listen to the words, but just the feeling that you're getting right now by what I'm trying to express. I feel that a matter of health conditions, about people's stories in life, about dwelling on the past or worrying about the future, it's all happening right now. It really is, the present moment. Whenever you're listening to this, whenever you are moving through life, it's always the present moment that is truly the eternal, living, present moment. So, that is important because the decisions we make of even needing to nudge or maybe give ourselves a little bit of nudge in the right direction to course correct if we find ourselves and are mindful of the thoughts and the stories that we're telling ourselves, because you can't fool yourself. You know if you're lying to yourself or not. And basically, if life improvement is truly wanted, to expand and have different and better experiences, you're going to have to grow a little bit. And I'm finding this out, that authenticity, and for me, I like to pray and meditate. That helps to keep me in line, keep me humble, as humble as I'm going to get. But health conditions, what do we expect? Do we expect, oh, it's wintertime, so that means that I'm going to get a cold? Or if we already have a health condition, does that mean that we're holding on to something and not letting the body just naturally heal itself like it normally does in most any situation, besides some extreme exceptions? You hear of different medical stories of people healing themselves. I'm not saying, I'm not a doctor and I'm not a therapist, although I've seen enough doctors and therapists that I should have a degree. But I think that, so this is not medical advice. I'm not saying that in any way. It's a disclaimer that I just said. But I don't even know what I just said. Could you rewind this back? I don't know what I just said. Could you rewind this just back? I don't know what I just said. Could you rewind this back? Okay, that's enough of that. So anyway. Excuse me. So, now I'm in serious mode. And I have a few minutes left in the show. It's a good thing I'm in serious mode and there's a few minutes left in the show, and that's all I know because I gotta go in like 2-3 minutes and the show will be over. Yeah. Bebop, bebop. Oh my. Okay, everybody take a deep breath. That was me getting a little manic. Not Dan. Me. Get it? Quote unquote me. I told that to my family this holiday season. It's all about me. But I wasn't referring to me. I was referring to the concept of me. Like it's all about our ego. Where this is a good way to end. It was sort of like a joke that I was telling myself and to others. But it's not all about us. It's about others. It's about the unified spider web of consciousness that's all interconnected. It's not about the ego as I see it. It's about the spiritual and the unconditional love, the things that the mind and the brain can't even comprehend in the human body. It's about reaching for that and letting that flow through us in the best possible way that we know how. And so I just realized that I was really saying some strange stuff, but that's okay, because I'm confident and secure enough in who I am to say wise and silly things and act goofy on the radio program that I'm broadcasting. So, alright, well, have a few seconds left of the show. Thank you very much for listening. If you did, if you didn't, then you didn't know that I thank you for listening because you didn't listen. But if you're listening to this now, thank you. And, take good care of yourself and listen to that inner voice, not the one of the ego, but the one that is truly of love in all aspects of love, because that's going to take you where you want to go. And I think that's about it for fresh starts and sabotaging fresh starts, because we don't need to go anywhere except because we're right here already. Okay. Thank you very much, and have a great day.